of a defensive role this season is Amy Harrison. 13 appearances for the Matildas. Talented player. And so consistent for this Western Sydney Wanderers side. Able to play anywhere for them, whether it be in defence or in midfield. Even played as a striker at points last year. Former Sky Blues player. Now, red and black captain. Mickey Bruce, the third of that back three. American defender. Putting together a great campaign. Their second top scorer is Wynett. Has options out wide, goes herself and just drags it wide. Had a few options to the right of her. And with 3 goals and an assist this year, you can understand why she backed herself. It was good play by the Melbourne Victory to win it back high. Form a counter-attack. Not the end product they were after, though. Here's Caspers. Her sister recently signing for Sydney FC. Maddie Caspers. Thrown straight into the deep end. And has taken to it very well. Good start to life in the Liberty A-League for the 16-year-old. Here's Collins. Was looking for Danica Matos out wide, but not the ball she was after. Has to be better in that situation, just not to give the ball away. In a bad position as well as Aquino, looking for Lowe. Brought down by Murphy and cleared in the end, but not over yet. Kaylee Collins will claim that one there. Millie Clegg still unavailable for Western Sydney, as is Beth Gordon, who recently had a bit of an arm or shoulder injury. Given away cheaply by Western Sydney, and Melbourne Victory just can't quite punish them. Alana Murphy firing it into Korea Aquino. And a good opportunity goes begging. Now for Victory. Delivering, good ball, but Kaylee Collins can claim it with ease. Privatelli with the opportunity to start on the right. And good for her, the former championship winning captain. Early ball was looking for Rachel Lowe. They will get another bite of the cherry. They can't make anything of it. Here is Harding. A player with so much confidence at the moment. Having the exact season she needed. The former Newcastle Jets player. Something that the Wanderers have struggled with over the last few years is just scoring goals. That outlet up front, really lacking in the last few years, but maybe it's not for Victory now. Bearing down on goal is Privatelli, and it's a big save from Kaylee Collins to deny her. A great counter-attack from Melbourne Victory. Korea Aquino, brilliant centre forwards play to find her winger. And Kaylee Collins did well just to get enough of it to deny her opponent and keep it at 0-0. Elise Keller-Knight, Matilda's legend, delivering it. Edge of the box, checker. heading it down, already a goal this season. Is Murphy pulling the strings from deep this time. Great ball out wide. The switch just a little bit too far ahead of Elise Keller-Knight. Great vision from the youngster. Just couldn't quite link up with her teammate. Even possession at the moment. Both sides having a good crack of it, but they give it away. Rankin. Here's Aquino on the edge of the box, blocked. Wynett across the face and held on to by Kaylee Collins. Western Sydney giving away the ball far too easily. And Melbourne Victory not pouncing on it. Amy Harrison giving away the ball in a bad area. And that angle too acute for Mackenzie Wynett. Career Aquino lively so far in this game. Kaylee Collins, housemates with one of her defenders in Vicky Bruce, and also one of the injured players in Millie Clegg, a New Zealand rising star. Was so good for the Wellington Phoenix last year. Now with an opportunity in Australia for the teenager. Here's Harding. Bursting past Rankin. Marked up by Checker. Good ball from Harding, but it's dealt with by the Melbourne Victory defence. They'll get another roll of the dice. Here's Bruce. Matos. In for Caspers. And it takes the last touch off Elise Keller-Knight. Such an experienced head in this defence. Midfield, Harding putting it across. And Kayla Morrison, the captain, able to cut it out. Alexia Apostolakis standing over it. Towards that near post, headed away by Rachel Lowe. Matos. Launching it forward. And Kayla Morrison heads it back with some force. Offside is the call. The ball over the top from Danica Matos. Just with too many red and black shirts trying to get back on side. They didn't manage to do so. Here's Williams. Jeff Hopkins, the Welshman, with plenty of instructions. Melbourne Victory really leading the way in that final third. 6 shots in total. And we shouldn't be surprised. Last week in the Melbourne Derby was an absolutely action-packed game. Over 50 total shots across both teams. To be fair, with Melbourne Victory conceding the majority of them. We'll be looking to tighten the screws this week. Low. Able to find the feet of Jessica Nash, who just loses her balance, and a clear handball, and will have to be looked at a little bit further. Knew exactly what she was doing, Jessica Nash. Nothing called up, advantage played, and the ball in this time, headed away by Checker. Matos. Apostolakis caught under her feet just a bit. Jessica Nash was just caught off balance. Here's Matos. Usually playing off the left. And a very interesting use of the hand by Jessica Nash. Surprised it didn't see more, purely for the cynical nature of it. Apostolakis standing over it once more for the Wanderers. Towards the near post this time, headed away by Kayla Morrison. Wynett. Finding the feet of Rankin. Looking for that ball down the line. Just couldn't quite get her angles right. Kush LaRue to take the throw in. Wanderers players just not on the same page that time. They do get the ball back though. Morrison. Williams just happy to see the sideline in that situation. Returned to the Liberty A-League this off-season. Was at Brighton and Hove Albion last year. Of course, we had Mackenzie Hawkesby return to the league from there just this week. Here's Morris, the American, out wide, headed back by Jessica Nash, and almost could have been disastrous. It did go wide. Good bit of play between Olivia Price and Malia Morris. Header from Jessica Nash. Going wide, thankfully, for Lydia Williams' frame. Apostolakis. Low towards that near post. Headed or cleared by Rachel Lowe. One full of energy. Her and Rue go down as Lowe streams away with it. Looks to go outside of the boot for Aquino. And a little bit too narrow. Rue. Rankin with the last touch. Intensity picking up at the moment. Caspers. Apostolakis in a new role for her. Lifted over. Kayla Morrison heading it wide. And Lydia Williams keeping it in play, or so she thought. And will be a corner kick. And this, Mackenzie Wynett and Kush LaRue coming together. Good advantage played. The game goes on. Melbourne Victory weren't able to make anything of it. Wanderers' fourth corner of the game here. Apostolakis taking all of them. It's low, flicked on by Vicky Bruce. We've seen her score from corners already this year. And set pieces. She couldn't steer it goal bound that time. Bit of sand in the 6-yard box. Getting a fair bit of action, no doubt. Is Privatelli driving down the right. A searching ball for Rachel Lowe. Kaylee Collins does enough to claim it. Here's McComiskey. Rankin intercepting. McComiskey does enough to send it out of play and playing it off. Jamila Rankin. Smart from McComiskey. Here's Harrison. One back by Elise Keller-Knight. Aquino from range. Had so much time and so many options. Not what she needed to do in that scenario. Melbourne Victory won it back in such a good position. They had to do better in that scenario. Option out right, option to her left. Could have kept going. Perhaps thought he was being closed down. Either way, wasn't able. Here is that opportunity. We could see Rachel Lowe on her left, Privatelli on her right. And one I'm sure they'll be looking at in film review of the game when they do it next week or in the new year. Kellen Knight and Alana Murphy standing over it. Murphy, good ball lifted, and Mackenzie Wyatt just can't steer it goal bound. She was offside. Either way, could she have potentially left it for her fellow American? Following it up on the tighter angle, Kayla Morrison was right behind her. We know how deadly she can be. Whether Kayla Morrison was offside as well, who knows? Harding has an option on her left in Matos. Back across for Malia Morrison. Kayla Morrison can cut it out. Carrera Aquino drifting offside. And won't stay in play either. Smart, quick throw in from Privatelli, the school teacher. Here's Aquino towards the byline, trying to cut it back. And Amy Harrison did well just to guard her. Make it difficult. Here's Rue, former Wellington Phoenix player. It's a good ball for Malia Morris, uses her body well too. Here's Morris towards the byline and firing it into the side netting. Made the angle tough for herself. But what a good use of the body to shield off Jamila Rankin. Cut it to the byline. Couldn't force a save out of Lily Williams. Such an experienced head. Here's Nash. 8 shots so far for the victory. Yet to bear any fruit. Here's Harding. Holly Caspers took a touch on her way through. Almost followed it up too. Just a little bit too heavy of her first touch from the former Canberra United player. 3 assists so far this season. Holly Caspers. Yet to hit the back of the net herself. Here's Matos. Apostolakis. The ball just won't hold up for her. But better signs from the Wanderers. Melbourne victory. They've had some good opportunities in this game. Haven't made the most of them. They may get another opportunity here. Privatelli. Nash. Former Canberra United and Sydney FC player. The ball looking for Carrera Aquino. It was collected by Kaylee Collins. Morrison. Murphy. Here's Rankin. Great ball through for Carrera Aquino. Brilliant vision from Rankin. Tried to tee it up for Rachel Lowe. Couldn't find her though. Jamila Rankin, another ball in, this time able to find Carrera Aquino once more. But the Japanese forward couldn't steer it goal bound. A brilliant passage of play from Jamila Rankin. The first ball sublime through the lines. Defense splitting. And Carrera Aquino couldn't make the most of it. A good ball, a good cross just after that, in fact. Here's Caspers. Wanderers going the other way. Morris. Apostolakis. Here's Rue. Cuts inside. Looks to go past Morrison. No foul from the American come Australian. Got her citizenship earlier this year. Kayla Morrison, a California native. is Morris. Couldn't find a teammate. Alana Murphy in a bit more of a defensive role than she's used to in the midfield. Able to play from deep. Lydia Williams playing it straight out of play. Not what she was after. And a player of her quality has to be better in that situation. Player of her experience. A little bit of sloppiness creeping in from both sides at the moment. Wanderers giving the ball away in dangerous positions at points. Melbourne victory on top as it stands. Here's Bruce. A good first touch to evade the oncoming victory player. And Apostolakis offside that time. You can see a change of jerseys for Tori Hansen. Now wearing the number 40. And perhaps has been selected as the chosen party if she needs to come on as a goalkeeper. The American central defense defensive player. Here's Rue. Across the face and cleared. Here is that opportunity. Emma Checker did well to clear it away from danger. Here's Rue. Apostolakis. Collins. Harrison. Under pressure from Korea Aquino. Kaylee Collins not taking any chances. Jeff Hopkins, plenty of instructions. A coach that holds high standards. His teams usually deliver on them. Apostolakis was shut down well by Jessica Nash. Here's Privatelli showing a great burst of speed. Cut back, Amy Harrison. Did enough to clear it. And it just does go out of play. A really nice turn of pace from Leah Privatelli. Did enough to get past Vicky Bruce. And just had to cut it back towards that penalty spot. Either way, had no runner to that point. Leeds Kellen Knight. Take the corner kick. Is Kellen Knight towards the near post. Danica Matos with an unorthodox clearance. Harrison in a dangerous area, does well to evade. Kellen Knight, two Matildas. Now the opportunity for Rue. Caspers. Brilliant ball for Matos. Apostolakis in behind the defense now. Blocked well by Rankin, putting in a great shift today. Here's Jamila Rankin. The Lismore product really shining for the victory. Low. Had to be offside, Leah Privatelli. The flag does stay down. And Amy Harrison asking questions, perhaps. One of the other defenders keeping her on. And I think there's a few questions from Robbie Hooker as well about that one. About how that wasn't called offside, saying at least 4 metres. I'm glad he's in agreement with me up here. Don't go changing, Robbie. And it will be the corner. Ellen Knight standing over the corner. Just over 10 minutes to play in this first half. Kellen Knight. Into the box. Couldn't find a teammate. Alana Murphy now. Rankin, first time ball, and it is a good one. Fumbled in the box this time. She'll get a strike away, Kellen Knight. And offside is the call. And Robbie Hooker's got his wishes. An offside being called. Carrera Aquino or Mackenzie Wynett just drifting ahead of the defence. And it denies Melbourne Victory the opportunity to score. And foul drawn up in the centre circle. 3 offsides for Melbourne Victory so far, 2 for the Wanderers. Harrison to get things started quickly. I was looking for the ball over the top and in behind for Sophie Harding or Danica Matos. And just not enough space in behind the defence. Low. A first-time ball. Harrison out to deal with it. Does very well. Kush LaRue, a fantastic touch and goes past a big collision between her and Morrison as advantage is played. Caspers across the face. Apostolakis takes a touch and can't find the target. And a yellow card will be shown to Kayla Morrison for that challenge on Kush LaRue. A bit of intensity creeping in. Here is. She was a great touch around the defence, and Kayla Morrison, a very dangerous challenge, diving in and seeing yellow for it. And yellow card for Kayla Morrison. Just to dilute the tension seeping into the game. Assuage things in this fixture, starting to get a little bit fiery at times. Big challenges flying in. Here's Caspers. Out wide. First time ball from Rue. Harding, not what she was after. Wynett. The ball in behind, looking for Carrera Aquino. Still trying to make that run in behind. 10 minutes to play in this first half. Here's Bruce. Kellen Knight in a battle with Holly Caspers on that far side. Alex Chidiak warming up. And what a welcome sight that is for Melbourne Victory fans, and a change for Melbourne Victory relatively early in the game. Sarah D'Apollonia, the American, coming on. And Korea Aquino making way. Hopefully no injuries for her. And as well, being hooked before half-time. Not a good sign. If it isn't an injury as well, it must be said, is low. Sarah D'Apollonia, a player who made her name in Australia for Peninsula Power up in the Queensland NPL Women's. Mackenzie Wynett unable to keep it in play. Does win her side. A throw-in. I've been impressed with Mackenzie Wynett so far this season. Just full of energy. Running the whole game long. 3 goals and an assist so far. Here's Caspers down the line. It's a good ball. And it's caused troubles for the Melbourne Victory defence. Sophie Harding bearing down, and a brilliant stop by Kayla Morrison. Atoned for a mishap and mistake. And shut things down. Took that touch. Sophie Harding read it well and just burst away. And how about that? Fantastic defending in the end by Kayla Morrison. It does give Wanderers the opportunity. From the corner, delivered in, falls to the back post and driven in by Amy Harrison. A captain's goal and her first of the season. And Western Sydney Wanderers hit the front against a side they haven't beaten in over 8 years. Their first shot on target of the game. It fell to the back post, and Amy Harrison needed no invitation. Unmarked, unchecked. And the captain gives her side the lead. Composure from Amy Harrison. The Matilda did exactly what she needed to do in that scenario. And they may have an opportunity to double their advantage here. Matos, marked by Checker, will find Harding. Not the first touch she was after. And Victory win it back. Here's Lowe against her former side, looking to go the other way. Leah Privatelli unable to find a way through. Harrison, the goal scorer. Western Sydney Wanderers defence certainly chipping in at the front end as well this season. Vicky Bruce with 2 goals. Amy Harrison now with a goal and an assist. They don't mind it. They've been good from dead ball situations this year. Is Rue. McComiskey. Harrison sending it long, under 5 minutes to play in this first half. Western Sydney scoring with their first shot on target of the game. Melbourne Victory, on the other hand, wasteful at points, plenty of opportunities, not making the most of them. And a foul drawn up on halfway line. Isabella Libri leading the officiating team today. Here's Collins. Harrison. Western Sydney, contrary to most of the season, happier to have the ball today, looking to control things. This is nice from them. They play out of the press well on this occasion. McComiskey. Here's Caspers. Low. Not the first touch she was after, and Olivia Price gives away the foul on Elise Keller-Knight. A little bit of a tangle of bodies that time. Of course, Elise Keller-Knight and Amy Harrison both involved in the coverage of the Women's World Cup here in Australia. Of course, a few members of the squad out there as well today. Lydia Williams, Alex Chidiak on the bench as well. Jamila Rankin putting in a good shift today at left back. Some good vision going forward. Solid defensively. It was a hot morning here in Sydney, but has since cooled down with the cloud cover playing a factor. Here's Matos, looking to get past Nash. Checker, the former Melbourne City captain, is able to get rid. Vicky Bruce, physical in defence for Wanderers. The American, who's been all over the globe playing football. He's played in Scotland, the US, England, Denmark, Iceland, Cyprus, Sweden, Germany, and now Australia. What a journey it's been for her. 7 UEFA Women's Champions League appearances, as it's won back by Wanderers. Rankin. D'Apollonia just staying on side on that far side is Privatelli driving inside. Rachel Lowe trying to do one too many touches, and they can't punish the Western Sydney Wanderers. Murphy can't find a teammate. Was smart from Leah Privatelli just to wait on halfway, wait on the defensive line. Had so much space to work with. Just under half a minute in this first half to play. Is Apostolakis taking a strike herself and slicing it wide of the mark. Is Morrison. Keller-Knight. Murphy under pressure. Privatelli. Such a workhorse on the wings for Melbourne victory. 1 minute added on here at Wanderers Football Park. Matos. Western Sydney will be pleased as punch with how things are standing at the moment. Matos. Can they add another before the break? Malia Morris, fairly quiet so far today. Into the feet of Sophie Harding. It'll find its way to Holly Caspers, having a strike this time. And just floating into the arms of Lydia Williams. Not struck with the venom or intensity required. And it is half-time. here at Wanderers Football Park. As we look back at Holly Casper's opportunity just before the break. A good first half here at Rooty Hill in the west of Sydney. And a captain's goal from Amy Harrison is all that separates the teams at the break. Melbourne Victory with plenty of chances. But at the break, it is Western Sydney 1, Melbourne Victory 0. Well, Melbourne Victory with all the chances in this first half. Western Sydney giving away the ball far too easily in really dangerous positions. Amy Harrison directing the troops. Western Sydney not without chances of their own. Malia Morris bearing down on goal, firing it into the side netting. And Sophie Harding did very well to get past Kayla Morrison. But how about this for desperation? Was able to shut things down. And this, the decisive moment of the first half. Amy Harrison burying it at that back post. Running through unchecked and unmarked. And delivering her side the advantage before the break. It'll be a big second half for them. And what a sweet win it would be if things stay the way they are. Here are the halftime stats, contrary to how most of the season's played out. Western Sydney Wanderers with the majority of possession. Plenty of shots going both ways. Melbourne Victory slightly wasteful with theirs, and plenty to do from both sides in this second half. Western Sydney at the moment lead at the break. Can they get their first win over Melbourne Victory in over 8 years? Only time will tell. Join us for the second half right around the corner. Welcome back to Wanderers Football Park. Some delighted Western Sydney Wanderers fans, I am sure, as they stare down their first win over Melbourne Victory in over 8 years. They've only ever done it once. Will they be able to maintain this scoreline and get their first win over the Victory in nearly 3,000 days? Danica Matos. Here is the head-to-head with Leah Privatelli. Just 36% passing accuracy from Privatelli. Both the same amount of penalty area entries. Victory perhaps missing Beattie Goad on the wing. A few injuries for both sides. Amy Harrison's goal, the only thing separating the teams at the moment. A captain's goal late in the first half. Robbie Hooker will be pleased with how his side are going. Jeff Hopkins, his side, need to be more clinical. Make the most of their opportunities in that final third. And we are back underway. Williams, the experienced head, giving it away. Malia Morris, can she make it too? It almost certainly had to be. They weren't able to punish the mistake. And the best opportunity for them goes begging. Lydia Williams, over 100 Matildas experience, or caps, I should say, giving the ball away in such a dangerous area, straight to Malia Morris. And just perhaps got a little too overexcited. Counted her chickens before they hatched. And didn't put the ball away. Didn't do the most important thing. Already one change made by Jeff Hopkins. Sarah Dappolonia coming on at about the 35-minute mark. Replacing Korea Aquino. Here's Caspers, good first touch. Can she find Harding? If it can hold up, and it doesn't manage to do so. And perhaps the offside flag was up regardless. Positive signs for the Wanderers. Holly Caspers perhaps just had to release a little bit earlier, a little bit softer too. Rankin. Murphy gives away possession. Apostolakis did well to evade Murphy. Here's Price. A long way out from goal. Finding Matos, cutting it back towards the penalty spot. Sophie Harding got a touch on it, but not the last. And it will be a corner. Really good play from the Wanderers now. Olivia Price finding Danica Matos. And Sophie Harding just not getting in front of it in time, tracking back a little bit. Couldn't fire the shot away. Here's Apostolakis standing over it towards the near post, floated in. Rankin's header just going higher, but not clearing. Here's Rue. Matos. Price. At least Kellen Knight does enough to help her side get out of trouble. Here's Matos. Such an underrated player for this Wanderers side. The engine on the left flank. Intercepted by Murphy. And just can't find Leah Privatelli out wide. You can also see Tori Hansen, the American defender, wearing the goalkeeping kit, has been recruited into the Goalkeepers Union just for today due to an unfortunate injury to Miranda Templeman prior to kickoff. Ava Breedis now in the matchday squad. That's well intercepted by Jessica Nash. Privatelli finds the feet of Kelland Knight. Wynett as Dapolonia inside. Wynett still going onto her left and firing it over the bar. One of her best opportunities of the game. Goes begging. Found herself in a good patch of space. Marked well by McComiskey. Did enough to fashion herself an opportunity, but couldn't steer it goal bound. Kaylee Collins in the sort of bruised banana style goalkeeping kit. Here's Morris. Caspers. That's a brilliant ball for Apostolakis. Wow! A sensational ball through. And Alexia Apostolakis makes it 2 for the Wanderers. Fantastic play from Robbie Hooker's side. And the teenager doubles their advantage. Well, how about this for a ball? Holly Caspers with her 4th assist of the season, just threading it through beautifully for Apostolakis. Outside of the boot, splits the defense. And the Wanderers say thank you very much. Sensational ball from Holly Caspers. And Apostolakis almost couldn't believe it. And now the Wanderers fans in voice. And that hoodoo looking closer and closer to being broken. Here's Murphy. Nash. First time ball, tough for Collins, does deal it though. And they want it sent long to the Wanderers coaching staff. 2v2 was the shout. And it is sent long by Kaylee Collins. Can't be tracked down by Sophie Harding though.
Sophie, you'll do it every time. Got nothing.
Words of encouragement, perhaps, for Sophie Harding from her coach in Robbie Hooker. Liking what he's saying. And why wouldn't you? And disbelief from Robbie Hooker as well. Been a few of those moments for him today. Here's Nash. His side. 2 goals to the good. And a very animated Robbie Hooker on the near touchline, it must be said. Exactly what you love to see. Loving what he's seeing, having fun while he's doing it too. Checker. Seeing it away. Here's Matos. Driving inside this time. Harding out wide. Delivering the ball towards the back post. Apostolakis. Marked by Lowe. Rue. Holly Caspers pulling the strings so far this season. 4 assists. Yet to hit the back of the net. Sure she wouldn't mind a goal. The most assists in the league. Holly Caspers. What a breakout year from her. It's 1 back by Victory, only momentarily though. Amy Harrison getting adventurous. Out from the back. Is Collins.
Along the line of 7, you can press the keeper then.
Here's Rankin. What a way this would be to end the year for the Wanderers, snapping an 8-year drought. Nearly 3,000 days since their last win over Melbourne Victory. A long time coming. 2015 was their last 3 points against the side. Is Checker. Kellen Knight. Murphy giving away possession, was under pressure. Apostolakis, can they make it 3? Threaded through for Vicky Bruce. Firing it at the near post. And Lydia Williams standing tall, resolute. And they had to make it 3 in this scenario. Apostolakis was the right call. Perhaps it needed to be cut back once more. Lydia Williams shutting down the angle. Western Sydney on top of things.
Unpredictable that way.
At the moment, Apostolakis towards the near post. Tough for Lydia Williams to deal with on a windy day in the west of Sydney. Victory playing in a direct fashion now. The wind holding up the ball to a great extent. Rachel Lowe offside. Tough for Lydia Williams to deal with. Tough to judge the flight of the ball, I should say. And Alex Chidiac getting ready to enter the fray. Can she be the game changer Melbourne Victory need to get them back into this game? One of the Matildas World Cup players. A World Cup hero. One of many in the Liberty A-League this season. Kaya Simon, Lydia Williams, Tamika Yallop, Courtney Vine, the list goes on. Simply great to see. And now Alex Chidiac added back in to the fray. The reigning Julie Dolan medalist. Took the competition by storm last year. Didn't even play a full season and won the competition's top honour. A foul this time on Vicky Bruce. Just a shove in the back from a compatriot in Sarah D'Apollonia. Harrison headed up by Murphy. Privatelli does well to find the feet of D'Apollonia. Kellen Knight dispossessed by Rue. Price. The energy from this Wanderers side really turning up. The belief that they can snap their 8-year drought well and truly alive. As Holly Caspers just couldn't find Leah Morris before she drifted offside. And here it is, the moment every Victory fan, every Liberty A-League fan, every Matildas fan has been waiting for. Alex Chidiac, signed earlier today, back in the Liberty A-League. What a start Great to have her back in the league, the reigning Julie Dolan medalist. The Matildas World Cup star, a hero. Perhaps didn't have the minutes she was looking for in the competition, but a fan favourite. And they're on the break now. Here's Lowe, tangled up in the box. No foul given. And Victory can't make anything of it. It found herself in a good bit of space, a good run from her. Not a bad ball either, but Rachel Lowe just couldn't get it under control. Here's Nash. D'Apollonia. Bringing down Danica Matos, no foul. And there is this time on Rachel Lowe. Harrow. Amy Harrison playing the ball out of defence. Here's Caspers. And frustration from Robbie Hooker. Just wanted Holly Caspers to play it off the defender for a corner. Not worry about playing the ball inside. Ava Brightis onto the pitch as well now. The youngster. Here's Chidiac. Fouled by Danica Matos. Such a tricky customer. Alex Chidiac. Most recently playing in Mexico for El Tigres. Was on loan from Racing Louisville in the NWSL. Jessica Nash ran out of room. Good pressure from Sophie Harding, the former Newcastle Jets forward. Just one goal away from making or equaling Wanderers history. Just one goal away from her 7th of the season, which would tie up with Kristen Hamilton's record from 2019-20 season. Here's Nash. Checker. Can't find it, and Melbourne Victory really under pressure at the moment. Early throw in. Finds the feet of Caspers. Has to be a foul there from Ava Brightis. Not given though. Getting plenty of attention was Holly Caspers. It's won back by Chidiac. This is the impact she can have. Low. Marked by Apostolakis. Is Kellen Knight. Chidiac, lovely flick, straight into the action. Is Chidiac. D'Apollonia. Vicky Bruce does well to win it back. Only for the moment though. Nash towards the back post. And Kaylee Collins coming a long way out to restart it. And a player down in the box too. In that play, Mackenzie Wynett down injured. Perhaps a collision during the play. Hopefully nothing major. Jessica Nash, a troubling ball into the middle. And just comping a shoulder to the face was Mackenzie Wynett. Two Americans coming together. Mackenzie Wynett back up on her feet after getting some attention. Will be able to return to action, I'm sure. Here is the incident. The ball delivered in from Nash. And just getting a stray shoulder to the face. Just awaiting to restart the game. Mackenzie Wynett looks like she will rejoin us at some point. And remember, it's not far away now either. Unite round, 12th to the 14th of January. Both the Liberty A-League and the Isuzu Ute A-League are coming to Sydney. Still time to get your tickets. You do not want to miss out on the party. So many games in one city. It's going to be some fun. Here's Morrison. Chidiac. You can sense her impact already. Great ball through for Rankin. Great from the former Brisbane Raw defender too. They can't keep it in play. Instant impact from Alex Chidiac. Lifting her team. We saw her win the Julie Dolan medal off just 13 games last year. There's still 12 matches in the regular season to play, and this, we saw Elise Keller-Knight throw a symbol. Wouldn't be surprised if we see a bit of a training ground move here towards the back post, and Kayla Morrison almost heading it in. It took a touch on its way through. It was helpful for Melbourne victory. Michaeli Collins did well to read it. Here's Rue. Well marked by Jamila Rankin. He's been sensational today. Price given away by Nash. Apostolakis, one of the goal scorers so far. It will take a big effort now from victory, but we know how quickly things can change in the Liberty A-League. Offside is the call on Holly Caspers. It will be a restart. Check it a take. Caspers brought down. And Elise Keller-Knight giving away the foul. Amy Harrison standing over it. A sense of calm amongst the Wanderers players. Here is that corner from just before. The ball coming off the shoulder of Olivia Price and into the arms of Kaylee Collins. Didn't cause any problems though. Confirmation of the earlier substitution. Leah Privatelli's day coming to an end. Ava Bright is coming on. Matos. She's looking for the feet of Holly Caspers. Couldn't find her though. And a great facility here in the west of Sydney. Wanderers Football Park. One of the best in the country. Really well done by Kayla Morrison to evade the oncoming defenders. Play out of the press with such calm. Rankin going long. Early ball from Keller-Knight in behind, and it is a good one. Harrison. Collins under pressure, gets a touch from Mackenzie Wynett. Will be a throw-in. Slight confusion for a moment, but it does go the way of Wanderers. Harding heading it down. Kayla Morrison reading it well. Here's Brightus. Marked by Rue. Wanderers with the majority of the possession. Brightus. Nash. Looking for Dapolonia in the corner, and Vicky Bruce does well. Uses her physicality to just shepherd the ball out of play. Victory with 8 shots on target so far in this game. Nothing to show for it as of yet. Kaylee Collins as well, not being asked to have any real amazing saves to keep her side in the game. Low quality chances for Melbourne Victory. Harding did well to stay on the ball there. Harding. First time this one from Kush LaRue. Not hit with enough ferocity though. Doesn't trouble Lydia Williams. Sophie Harding doing all the right things, as did Kush LaRue. Just leaning back a little bit too much on it. Nash down the line. Bruce heading it back into the center. Caspers. Bruce. Morris. Rue did well to get inside. Brightus. One back by Bruce. And will be Victory throw-in. A little bit of conjecture about it between the players, though. Titus bringing it down. Kellen Knight. Apostolakis did well to get a piece of it. Matos. Her touch a little too heavy. Wanderers yet to make a substitution. All things going well for them at the moment. Whether legs will tire. Here's Harding. Apostolakis. Harding. Firing but blocked well by Alex Chidiak. Doing the work at both ends at the moment. Is Bruce. Danica Matos just a little bit flat-footed in that moment. Here is that block and tackle by Alex Chidiak. Did very well. Here's Morrison. Driving out of defense, out of necessity more than anything. Chidiak. Nash. Sent long. Low. Was looking for the feet of Dapolonia. Couldn't find her though. Could have been a golden opportunity for Victory. They need to get one back soon. Under 20 minutes to play in the game. Here's Caspers. Can't make it past Elise Kellen Knight. Morrison. One back by Caspers. Harding striking. Slicing it wide. And another good opportunity for the Wanderers. They're knocking on the door once more. As things stand, Melbourne Victory in fourth. It was well one back. And Holly Caspers found Sophie Harding. Has given away once more. And Sophie Harding just not putting her foot quite through it. Wynett. Chidiak. Great ball through for Dapolonia, who was offside. Didn't time her run as well as she had to. And this win, as things stand, for Western Sydney, will push them up into 7th with the game in hand on Western United, 3 points above them. Can't be understated how good of a result this would be mentally, and both in the circumstances of the league and the quality that this Melbourne Victory side really does have, and the experience as well. Here's Kush LaRue. Price. McComiskey. Kayla Morrison did enough to intercept it. She had to do it as well. Here's Morrison. Back for Williams. Kellen Knight. Bruce intercepting, trying to thread it through for Holly Caspers. Bruce once more. Price on the edge of the box. Rue, Wanderers forward in numbers. Hung up at the back post, headed away by Nash. And Brighter streaming out of defence with it. Morris keeps it in play. The two Americans, her and Dapolonia, coming together, and the foul is given. And a change will be made. Gemma Ferris coming on. Malia Morris, that's her final involvement of the day. A defensive substitution. Olivia Price, her day comes to an end as well. And Mel Caceres coming on. Has been out for over a month. And a great return for her. Mel Caceres. Glad it was a speedy recovery for her, that's for sure. This change with Gemma Ferris coming into the side may force Holly Caspers further forward. Gemma Ferris taking up one of those midfield roles. Bruce sent forward in a good area. It's going to make it hard for Emma Checker as Caspers keeps it in play. Caceres back into the action. Back from injury. Matos. A good applause around Wanderers Football Park on Mel Caceres' reintroduction. Checker struggling to deal with it. Caspers. 4 assists so far this season, no goals. As Lydia Williams palms it wide. Wouldn't she like to break her duck? The leading assister in the league. Did very well to fashion an opportunity from it. Now playing in a more advanced role. And Apostolakis standing over it. Just over 10 minutes to play. 8 corners so far. Falls in the box, Checker deals with it only momentarily. Here's Harrison. Low. And it comes off Gemma Ferris, the substitute, for a throw-in. And if you wonder, as you want to pin Victory down in this corner, keep them there. Brightus getting plenty of attention, gives away the ball. It does go the way of Victory, in fact. They want to do the same, the Wanderers. Here's Rankin. Brightus. Caceres winning it back. Morrison. Danica Matos. Crucial touch to send it out of play. Alex Chidiak struggling to get on the ball at the moment. Bruce just happy to see the sideline. The focus from this Wanderers side. Paramount at the moment. Apollonia. Chidiac skips past Melissa Caceres. Morrison. Chidiac gliding out there at the minute, hung up towards that back post. And Kaylee Collins able to claim. McComiskey.
Well done.
Here's Morrison. Jamila Rankin unable to keep it in play. Lydia Williams sending it towards the sideline. Here is that opportunity. Kaylee Collins did well to hang on to it. Did what she needed to do. Here's Rue. The ball in this time. Dragged wide. Doesn't force a save. And of Lydia Williams. And it's exactly what Holly Caspers was after. A great turn and a great hit too. And she's knocking on the door herself. Low, smart turn. Better signs from Melbourne victory. Here's Rankin. Victory just marching down the pitch at the moment. Rankin with the throw-in. Low with the first time pass. Rankin with the same. Chidiac gliding through midfield, out wide for Bridus. Cuts back, striking! And it goes wide. A good opportunity for the youngster. Orchestrated by Alex Chidiac. Tees up the teenager. Couldn't do too much more. They just need to keep plugging away the victory. But it has to be now. They truly want to get anything out of this game. Apollonia. Here's Nash.
Go deep, go deep, go deep, all the way. Yes, well done.
Wanderers pressing well. Forcing the victory defence down into the corner. Forcing them to give away the ball. Here's Harding. Unable to get past Kayla Morrison. He's been resolute today. Bit of friendly fire between Apollonia and Kellen Knight. Kush LaRue opens it up onto her right. Can't fire the shot away though. Chidiac. Here's Apollonia. Back for Chidiac, just signed today. Low. Beautiful ball outside for Bridus. Getting the strike away once more. And Kaylee Collins hangs on. And so too the Wanderers. A fantastic outside of the boot ball from Rachel Lowe for Ava Bridus. And the strike, not enough on it. Now this time the Wanderers hit the woodwork. Holly Caspers again. She's well and truly knocking on the door now as they go once more. And Emma Checker heads it away from danger. They just keep trying and trying and trying. Gemma Ferris able to intercept. Apostolakis. Caceres. Fouling Jessica Nash that time. In fact, it was Sarah D'Apollonia going down. And how about this? Holly Caspers cutting in on her left, getting the strike away. And it really did trouble Lydia Williams. She's been very good today, has Holly Caspers. Plenty of opportunities created by her. And as well, getting plenty of shots away. Victory with 9 shots on target, nothing to show for it. And Harding wins her side a corner. And a change being made late here at Wanderers Football Park. Ella Abdulmasi coming on, Kush LaRue making way. Good performance from her today. Ella Abdulmasi, another youngster coming through here at Wanderers. We'll have a late cameo. Apostolakis delivering towards the back post. Chidiak struggling to clear the victory lines. And smartly playing it off Gemma Ferris to get her side the throw in. Crunched that time was Jamila Rankin. Sandwiched between 2 players. Nash, first time ball, looking for Wynett in behind. Makomiski able to clear. They're happy with putting it anywhere. Jeff Hopkins won't be pleased with how his side have gone so far in this game. And not the result they were after or the one they're used to. The result as things stand, pushing Wanderers up into 7th. Just one more win away from the finals positions, the top 6 now with the extended season. And with the introduction or reintroduction of the Central Coast Mariners. Mel Caceres fouled by Jamila Rankin. Mel Caceres just back from injury too. Clutching onto the sternum. Here is the challenge from Jamila Rankin. Just catching her a little bit late. Amy Harrison taking all the time she can, as will all the Wanderers players. Harding unable to keep it in play and get her side a corner from it at the very least. Here's Williams. 2 minutes to play. Plus added time, of course. Morrison. Kellen Knight. Down the line. Chidiak does well to find Lowe. Can they spur a late comeback? Wynett will get another opportunity to deliver. Bruce heading it away, not taking any chances. D'Apollonia Nash. Here's Brightus. Big collision between Sophie Harding and Dapolonia. No foul. Here's Chidiac. Rankin inside, gets around 1, 2, almost 3. Gemma Ferris able to clear. Great touch by Morrison. Here's Dapolonia. Another NPL product who's fit in relatively seamlessly at the top flight in their first season. Brightus going down. Here's Weiner cutting inside. And it is cleared. 4 minutes to be added on here at Wanderers Football Park. And if Victory want anything out of it, they've got to do it soon. And a substitution for Wanderers. Talia Eunice coming on. Sophie Harding making way. A player in form, unable to hit the back of the net today. But they won't mind. Solid performance from her. And more importantly, her side with the lead. And potentially with the 3 points. Talia Eunice, of course, broke Sam Kerr's record as the youngest ever Liberty A-League player earlier this season. Lasted a very long time, that record too. And was broken once more just the next week. Skia Brooking by the Wanderers as well against Newcastle. That one. Talia Eunice's brother as well, Marcus, a member of the Western Sydney Wanderers Azusa Ute A-League men's squad. Here's Dapolonia. Low. Chidiac now. Across the face, was looking for Brightus. Couldn't find her though. Perhaps had to go herself. The reigning Julie Dolan medalist. It was a good ball. And Rachel Lowe did very well to fend off Maddie McComiskey. My apologies. And Alex Chidiac following up equally. Caspers flicking it on. Arguably one of the Wanderers' best today. Caceres getting through the traffic well. Apostolakis. Strong challenge by Rachel Lowe. Here's Harrison. She'll take her time. Checker hitting it away. Brought down by Kellen Knight. Here's Eunice. The 15-year-old. Caspers. Driving to the byline, cutting it back across the face. Apostolakis getting the shot away, but the ball did go out of play. Holly Caspers not keeping it in at the byline. The whole ball does have to go out of play. It seemingly did. They'll get another opportunity now. Victory giving it away too easily. The story of the day is Matos. Player down as well. And Emma Checker back up on her feet. Lydia Williams hangs on. Final moments. Here's Matos. Through for Eunice. First time ball was looking for Holly Caspers. Lively involvement off the bench. And that is full time at Wanderers Football Park. They get their first win over the Melbourne Victory in over 8 years. An incredible moment for Robbie Hooker's side. Their first win over their opponents today in 2,967 days. Amy Harrison and Alexia Apostolakis with the difference in this one. What a moment for Wanderers as they fire themselves up into 7th position. Simply incredible. What a New Year's gift for the home side. Exactly what they were after. And they can start their new year. They can start 2024 happy as it ends at Wanderers Football Park. Western Sydney 2, Melbourne Victory 0. The first time they've won in over 8 years. Here are the key moments. An early opportunity for Career Aquino. Western Sydney giving it away at the back. We saw it a few times for both sides. Malia Morris with a good opportunity late in the first half, firing it into the side netting. Then the opener fell in the box. Amy Harrison at the back post, following in. Unmarked with a captain's goal to open the scoring. Exactly what her side needed against the run of play too. And that really turned the tides in Rudy Hill here in Blacktown. Completely changed proceedings. How about this ball from Holly Caspers? Simply sublime. And Alexia Apostolakis didn't need any invitation, just to tuck it past Lydia Williams and into the bottom corner. Sensational moment for Apostolakis. And Holly Caspers, her 4th assist of the year, the most in the Liberty A-League. And it's enough to give the Western Sydney Wanderers the lead and the win, their first in 8 years. 21 total shots from the Wanderers, a big second half from them. Although the possession did shift towards Melbourne Victory in that second half. A massive moment for the Western Sydney Wanderers. They can celebrate not only tonight, but also tomorrow as they head into the new year on a high with their first win over the Melbourne Victory in 2,967 days as it ends at Wanderers Football Park. Western Sydney Wanderers 2, Melbourne Victory 0.